Hello folks, JayborinoPlays here. It's Legends of Arkain's second human book, a custom campaign for Warcraft 3 created by Shardundred. We're heading into Chapter 7. The entire first book with Blen, and now he's dead. That is an important and powerful ally that we have unfortunately lost. Vandor's beat us to the punch there. Alright, long live the Queen. Hoping to finally be able to put an end to this diversion, Gardon and his allies move towards the palace of Queen Renova. Saphira Whisperwind, Gardon's most recent ally, is requested to be the one to kill Queen Renova. She doesn't trust Gardon, neither does he trust her, but their alliance is one of convenience. They seem to have similar goals and therefore work together, always eyeing each other, waiting for a sign of betrayal. I definitely don't believe Saphira when she says that Eredon is dead. I feel that Eredon and Brian have some sort of competition going on behind the scenes, and I think that this is just a move by Eredon to send Saphira to keep an eye on Brian. I don't know, that hasn't really been elaborated on, we just know that they know each other. It has been a week since Gardon's henchmen have killed Lord Terran. We haven't heard a word from our scouts, so we have to assume that they have been killed and that it won't be long until the Iron Fist arrives. It just makes no sense. Why is Gardon doing this? There must be a reason for him to attack us. We should try to contact him, no matter what the Queen says. What? After all he has done, you want to parley with him? You mean you believe the lies the Golden Guard have told us? No. I'm sure that this entire war is just a misunderstanding. Lady Solana, a messenger of the Renegade Iron Fist, has just arrived. He claims that the self-proclaimed King Gardon doesn't want to continue this war against us. He offers that his forces leave the forest and never return. Is that so? What's the catch? He wants to talk with you, Lady Solana, and only you alone. What if we don't fulfill his request? The messenger made it quite clear that the Iron Fist won't leave the forest if we don't meet with his requirements. I see. You couldn't possibly mean to. I will go and talk with him, no matter the outcome. If there is only the slightest chance to end this conflict peacefully, I will take it. The joke is on you, Solana. Several hours later. Durin, what's going on out there? My queen, I don't know how to tell you this, but Solana has publicly denounced you. After her meeting with this damn King Gardon, she called you unworthy of your crown. This cannot be. She challenged you, my queen. She has announced that she will take the crown for herself to lead our people to a better future. Most of our people have decided to remain neutral in this conflict. How could this have happened, Durin? Solana has always been loyal. Gardon happened, my queen. I have no doubt that he and his dark magic are responsible for this. He has turned Solana against you, and with her, all who follow her. It is only a matter of time until the magic that protects the palace fails. My queen, we must bring you into safety at once. Durin, the twins. They are just a few weeks old. They must be kept safe. No one but you and I knows of their existence, my queen. Leave them here with me. I will trick the Iron Fist and bring them out of here to reunite with you as soon as possible. The Iron Fist will find and take them, Durin. Even if they didn't know of their heritage, they would have them within their grasp. No, I cannot let that happen. He told me not to let that happen. The Emperor? Yes, him. Gardon cannot be allowed to have the twins, Durin. It wouldn't take him with his dark knowledge long to notice that they are half-elves instead of normal elves. They must be kept safe, no matter the cost. No matter the cost, you say? What? Who? I am Rahundir Drakeskull. Your mother and I used to be friends. Undead abomination. It doesn't matter who you were in life. You monstrosities are aiding the traitors. I will not let you harm the queen. You're a fool to believe that I would side with an idiotic child like Saphira, who thinks she could possibly take the place of a being like Eredon the Watcher, former master of all undead. I follow my own path. I'm no longer connected to the other undead. I remember the name you bear, Rahundir Drakeskull. My mother didn't trust you, but I am not like her. Tell me, what do you offer? Or how did you even manage to get past our protection spells? Please, your little protection spells might have been able to hold against the simple-minded, but not me. If I wanted to, I could have removed all of your spells and let your enemies enter the palace. I've created such spells myself, and I find yours rather lacking. Anyway, I'm here to help you. You see, I have no interest in seeing your children fall into the hands of someone like Bloodclaw, or, more specifically, those who follow him. I offer to bring them into safety. See, I wonder if he's referring to Brian there, or maybe Saphira. Why would you do such a thing? Or why should I trust you not to give my children to the enemy to force me to surrender? I'm not going to explain myself to you. You have no choice. If your children don't come with me, they will die by the hands of the Iron Fist. In fact, Bloodclaw would feed them to his direwolf pet. You're not allowed to let that happen, are you? They have to survive, no matter the cost. Yes, take them with you. I will show you where they are hidden. You have put her under a spell. I will not allow you to take the children with you. No, that was not my spell. That, however, was my spell. Lead the way, Queen Renova. Edgelord Rahan, dear. I have seen you both weave and destroy magic that is far more complicated than a pathetic magical shield, Barum. What is taking you and your men so long? The Queen has to die. My king, Lady Rihanna, the last remaining member of the Queen's Council, is using her powers to empower the shield. She has spent her long life studying crazy arts of magic. Just some minor complications. Complications, you say? Well, just tell me how to get that blessed gate open. The most efficient way to do this would be to kill the Mad Witch. Since she is in charge of the forces that remain loyal to the Queen Renova, this should be desirable anyway. Very well. Just make sure that this gate will be open when Rihanna and her forces lie dead before me. Destroy the base of Lady Rihanna Pink.
You call.
We got Brian, Gardon, and Zed, and an elf hero. It's Solana, not Lorraine. You have betrayed us all, Solana. For that, you and your allies shall die in the name of the Queen. The Undead will send frostworms from time to time. Yeah, just go ahead and Starfall here. How about that? Let's try to save these guys. We'll read the quests here momentarily. Let's see what faction we are before we review our leadership boni. Looks like mostly Iron Fist. Fighter, Archer. So the Archer replaces the Marksman's. The Marksman. Cavalry and Overseer. Yeah, so the only difference here is the Marksman. We have a choice between Pack of the Bloodclaw and Shadows of the Shadowmaster. I'll have to think on that one. That one's kind of tricky for me. So one is like increased attack speed, but for what? Fighter's Marksman, which we don't have. Giant Skeleton Warriors. Really, it's the skeletons and the Darksteel Golems that's appealing to me here. As opposed to improving Zed, and Zed is really, really good. Plus being able to make the Direwolves, which in a way just sort of replaces... our cavalry. I think I'm going to go with Pack of the Bloodclaw this time. Let's go and get our basic mastery trainings. And yeah, we just need more and more workers. We're going to start setting up some... We can start setting up some towers up here. We have a single Elven Swordsman who will never get replaced and will probably die in the next enemy attack. Solana's pretty good. The Starfall's good, plus the Forked Lightning. And True Shot Aura, so we may want to make some archers to benefit from that. These Overseers we want to keep in the back. And let's go ahead and grab some sets of Banishers. And probably more cavalry. Or maybe just a few archers. We want to stay in no upkeep for as long as possible. Only one gold mine.
What is it? More gold is required.
Let's get this set up so we can make cannon towers.
Off I go then.
Is this map...
I'm listening.
Like, this base looks really familiar to the one we had in the elf mission from, Hang on, let's resummon Zed, because he'll be better. From the one that we had in, the Elven map from the first human book. Is this the same one? You guys need to not be up here. Okay, hero down. Is this the same map? Because I noticed, like, there's a base over here, like, that's where your ally was. That's where Gardon was. I wonder.
My aid required.
Get some healing waves going on over here.
Right away. I am your servant.
Sorry. Oh, they've been talking. What's going on here? Saphira, I'm sorry. If I had known that I do not blame you, Solana. It was Renova who sent me to die. She is just as responsible for my death as the Orcs are. She will fall by my hands. I must say I'm surprised that you joined us. You never seemed to have any desire to become queen yourself. You were critical of her, but still loyal.
Yes, my friend.
Waiting on you.
Ready to work.
I come to cleanse this land, to cleanse
Solana?
this land.
Enough chit-chat. We have a battle to win. Just ignore the fact that she seems mind-controlled from an amulet. It's all
Is
magic.
someone as you wish.
Yes, you're right. I'm sorry.
Your servant.
I see. Yeah, see, I think Saphira is caught on here. I think she knows. Okay, so continue with the workers on lumber. I'm thinking that this actually is the same map.
I come to cleanse this land.
So let's check the quests here. Solana and her forces have joined Gardon, and the way to the throne room of Queen Renova lies right before Gardon and his men. Victory is at hand. Only one obstacle remains. The entrance to the Queen's palace is blocked by a powerful spell. It will take some time to break it. Lady Rihanna, the Mad Witch, is using her powers to empower the spell. She must be defeated so that Councillor Biram can remove the spell and open the entrance. Combe were reborn. We haven't heard from them for a while. The Knights of Combe have set up their new castle and now have sent a contingent of veteran knights to support Gardon, whom the knights have gladly accepted as their new liege, cutting all ties to the Empire and the kingdoms alike. They will arrive shortly, only one enemy base standing in their way. Destroy it, and it should hasten their arrival. That's Teal on the left. So we're going to have to set up a bunch of defense that will allow us to take to just diverge and go over to the left and wipe that base, and it depends on how heavily defended it is. Speaking of that, why don't we hotkey any arcane towers that we might have?
Ready to
Any
work.
more? And then we'll grab magic sentry so that we can start scanning around.
Is my aid.
Okay, this is
What
probably
is?
enough banishers for now, and
course.
I want to start pulling some workers off to just build a bunch of probably
Forward.
cannon towers.
Righto. All right.
Okay, so let's come on up here
Righto. Off I go then.
and just
Righto.
set up
I can't build that. Yes,
boatloads
me
of
lord.
towers.
Off I go then. Yes, me lord.
Let's spread them out a little bit so that they don't get hit
Off I go
separately.
Yes,
I
me
think
lord.
I think I'm happy with that setup, and then we'll leave these other units just sort of like right in the middle of the
Is my aid required?
path.
How
Let's
may I
actually
assist?
add the overseers to my caster group because I don't want them in the front.
I am
They're
ready.
okay, but it's mostly here for this regeneration aura.
Yes, my friend.
The swordsman, he's still alive. Not for long, buddy. Hopefully, yeah, so we want to use Starfall up pretty much every time. There's Zed, he got leveled up. And let's grab Wolf Rage and then a group of Bloodfangs. We don't want to get trapped in this little area. I keep losing track of Brian, like he's in here somewhere. There he is. His W ability is really good. It's the one that makes enemies miss 50% of the time or something. That's really good, but I mean, it's not. It's okay. It's not fantastic, but it's
Well, Allied town is
I don't know.
under
I don't think he has anything else that's particularly great. Gardon, his ultimate is really what makes him fantastic here. It looks like the Undead are over here.
Job done.
And apparently they're going to send us Frostworms, isn't that what it said? So the Golden Guard are attacking them. There might be like a way gate that sends them over here, because it looks like there's no entrance to this area.
Job's done.
I await
Here
your
comes
command.
this group. This is all going to be cannon towers.
Let's get going.
We're going to Starfall. Over here, assholes.
All gold is required. I am ready. Is someone please? I'll do my best.
Okay, let's get on over here. Yeah, we should kill these catapults as soon as possible. My poor workers are all going to die. Cannon tower there. That's most of our money. Solana got stunned out of her ultimate, it looks like. Captain Pureheart, you seem like the worst. You seem like genuinely the worst.
I'm listening.
Oh my god.
Excellent.
Get out of there.
No problem.
Solana has a level. Forge Lightning. Use it again. Banishers, we just gotta start throwing down. Oh, I thought I had him hotkeyed.
Is my aid required?
Swordsman!
What ails you?
You will live!
I am your servant.
Okay, once these cannon towers are done, I feel pretty confident that we've got a pretty solid force here. We just need to keep making workers so that we can repair this. Yeah, gold is going to be our a persistent issue here, like without a doubt. That's going to be challenging. Turn off Fairy Fire. I need to be able to heal.
My patience has ended. I am ready.
We lost an Overseer. That's okay. We have to stay in no upkeep, and I basically just need to. I need to keep building.
Waiting.
Oh, there's a Frostworm. Unfortunately, that gets added to my. No, now I'm in higher upkeep. That's unfortunate. Can we kill something? It can't be the swordsman. It cannot be the swordsman.
Let's
I
get going.
refuse.
I am the darkness. Yes, me lord.
Okay, auto repair here.
What is it?
Auto repair here. I don't want to have to rebuild these towers too much. We could build a line of farms around them as well.
Ready to work.
But basically, I've got this Frostworm. I'm going to use it to pick off the artillery that is coming in every so often. Here comes Golden Guard again. So these assassins, they're cloaked when they're not moving. That's kind of irritating. I just got to keep track of that. Brian's got a level. Mind attack. Still trying to get used to using the function keys to play. It's, you know, just like the mildest change that will, in the long run, help. Just takes some time to get used to. So, like, using the function keys to attack, or, like, to use my abilities is, like, surprisingly challenging. Frostworm hit here and here.
What ails you?
See, like, this, like, if they don't have a hero with them, this stuff goes down real quick. Like, no problem. We're still in...
On your mark.
Our town is under siege. What?
We're still in low upkeep. We have to get out of low upkeep.
What is it?
Run, workers, run.
Off I go then. Yes, my lord. All right.
Keep the cannon towers alive. Those are expensive.
Yes, my lord.
Okay, run away, workers. Okay, so then Teal attacks us as well. So I need to be prepared to immediately pivot and attack Teal when an opportunity presents itself. Let's grab another barracks
Yes, my lord. All work.
and then another workshop.
Righto. What?
Let's see. Definitely +3 melee will be great. Frostworm. I guess, I mean, Saphir will keep sending these, so that's
Yes,
fantastic. You all need to be on auto repair, and I guess just make...
Off I go then. Goals is required.
I mean, we can't
What is
really
it?
afford anything else. We need to pick
Your
something
honor.
and kill it.
Absolutely.
Probably an archer.
Yes, my friend.
No, swordsman, you will live.
Point the
Probably
way.
one more attack and stuff will die. But we need to be in no upkeep right now. Especially at this point in the game, we need to be at no upkeep.
Let's get
Solana,
Absolutely.
Starfall is up for the next attack.
Job done.
Zed's hanging out. He's doing his thing.
Is my aid required? Yes, my friend.
Okay, and then let's add this and these two to my production group. We need Wolf Rage. That gives us a little extra damage on our wolves, doesn't it? Oh, it increases their hit points too. That's fantastic. I think, yeah, this almost is definitely that map, because this is like where that Troll Warlord was that I agonized over, like, maybe this will affect my choices. And I don't think it actually did, but
All right.
kind of, it really brought to a head this idea that random side quests, whether you do or not do
Yes,
them,
my
will affect the missions.
All work. Yes, my lord.
I think we just get more towers.
Allied town is under siege.
I don't know why we can't build there.
Yes, my lord.
Maybe I think the worker themselves is
Yes,
stuck.
my lord.
Yeah, exactly. All right,
Off
move.
I go then. All work. Righto.
Yeah, it really can't hurt to get more at this point.
I await your
Is there a
command.
hero in this group? If there's not a hero, then I'm pretty confident that we can just attack through this, no problem. Frostworm hit these. Swordsman being a hero. Poor Zed getting... Oh, no, that's just a normal Bloodfang. That swordsman, I think, is still alive. He ran on top of those catapults like a brave elven swordsman.
Job's done.
What a man.
Yes, my lord.
All right, finish this up, please.
Search complete. Job's done.
Cool. So we've got our line of towers. We've got our little group.
What ails you?
We've got our healers. If we want to go and attack, I think the key now is simply to... Well, if we could wait for a few more Frostworms and then make a bunch of catapults and then the Dark Iron things, we'll be in good shape.
Fair enough.
So have she sent any more Frostworms? Got to keep an eye out on that. Let's get both of these upgrades. It's going to kill us in terms of income.
Is
But
my
that's how
aid
I've been playing
required
these maps. You
somewhere
just
near?
have to...
Yes, my friend.
You just have
Is my
to
aid required?
sit
Point
at the
the way.
beginning and build up some income.
You're
I don't know.
right.
I'm not a huge fan of it.
Yes, my lord. How may
Our
I
Overseer's still alive. That's
Is
great.
someone
Let's
in-
add him
What
to
is
my
your
caster
wish?
group so that we can move him away if we need. And then
My vengeance is
Gardon and Zed and
listening.
Solana doing their thing. We also have Starfall up. I want to be using Starfall when the Golden Guard attacks us with the heroes in their group. And I want to stockpile like 1,000 to 2,000 gold at least. Undead is moving out, interestingly enough.
I await
Solana,
your
this is
command.
where we're gonna... Solana, so it's true. No, it cannot be. You would never betray our people. Please, I don't want to fight you again. Fucking Lara, are you kidding me? Side with me then, Lara. Ronova will lead our people to doom. You know this as well as I do. She did! I can't. No, last time we fought I was on the wrong side. I do not want that to happen again. I'm with you, Solana.
How may I serve?
What?
Of course.
I await your command.
Oh my goodness. Overseer, run.
I'm listening.
Wait,
I await your command.
so now we have Lara. Oh my god.
Let's get going.
The actual dream is real. She showed up, and I'm like, this bitch, we went through all of that with her. We went through all this shit with her for her to now show up and not help us. Granted, we're mind controlled, right? But like, oh, this is fantastic. Okay, we need to like rebuild stuff ASAP. So let me grab some banishers. What is happening on the other side of the map? Hang on, let's head on over here. Wow, this is like non-stop. But like, what's new, right? Let's grab some blood fangs. We get her whole base.
Our town is under siege.
I mean, I don't expect it to all stay alive for very long. Wow. This is so cool. She showed up. I'm like, this bitch. But then she switched sides. Yes. That's awesome. That's a really neat thing.
As you wish.
That's a really neat thing. So like, Solana being here. So maybe because I think this all had to do with the fact that like Solana supported Gardon in book 1, because now that's why he supports her for queen. Maybe.
Is someone
I don't know. Like the options are limitless. You know what? This might be our opportunity to actually go and attack Teal, because this is happening right now. We don't have that much stuff, but we may have enough. All right, I've had enough. Van Durst doesn't give a damn about us. He knows we will die, and lets it happen regardless. Screw him and the Emperor. Golden Guard, we follow King Gardon now. Why is this happening? I accept your service, Captain Ironside. Prove your loyalty to me and kill your former allies. As you wish, King Gardon. The entire right half of the enemy base is ours now. Damn you, Ironside, you will pay for this betrayal. What the hell has happened here? I mean, this base is done. But like all this, I think we should try. Let's poise ourselves to attack Teal. Let's save. In fact, let's make a full-on save, because this is real weird. 7th map, 0-1. I have to say I'm really satisfied. I love this idea that they're like swapping sides to come and help us. We just need a crap ton of catapults. Now all we need is the Undead to come and support us.
Let's get going.
Okay, so we've got
No
two.
problem.
We've got
I await
Solana
your
and
command.
Lara. That's 2 Starfalls. What else can you do? Searing arrows instead of the cold arrows. Stops all enemies in a medium target area from attacking for 20 seconds. Ooh. This
I'm
is
listening.
flippin' awesome. Captain Ironside goes down. I don't expect these allied bases to survive. They're in the middle of nowhere. They're like out in the middle of literal nowhere. So what I'd like to do... Oh, yuck. There's destructors here, too. We're going to need air, anti-air. Oh my word, this is insane. Let's get some anti-air, I guess. The wall, well, no, we can't afford that right now. Let's just get some archers, and we have to be prepared to follow up. So quick save. This is going to be a tricky thing. We need to wait for catapults to get over here. Can they not? Oh, they just stuck. Come on. The rally point is messed up. If we would have had these up here, we wouldn't have wasted as much time. I think this is our opportunity, because very slowly these bases are getting attacked, and it's our opportunity to go and push into Teal.
I await.
Okay, so I've actually completed this mission, and I've decided to replay it, because when I beat it the first time, I allowed both of my allies to be completely and utterly destroyed, and I think it would be more satisfying if we could keep them both alive. Lara's base flipping when it did was a little too early, and Captain Ironside's Renegade Golden Guard ended up destroying part of her base. Now, I've replayed the map enough times now where I've got it set up where it seems like they've both flipped around the same time. Lara's base will be mostly destroyed, but I think we can save part of it while simultaneously taking the teal base. It's going to be tricky, but again, I'd like to try to keep these allies alive just for fun, even though I've already played and completed this map, so hopefully this playthrough will be more interesting. So what I'm going to do is grab Lara and then a bunch of workers and bring them up to start building a town hall. So, like, turn your lumber in, and then start running all the way up here, and then Lara, I'm going to run you in here to support our Renegade Golden Guard. And a big key to this also is leaving these units here because teal reinforces with these really irritating assassins, so we have to make sure that that stops. Like, we don't allow that to continue. And then what do we build in the meantime? We're going to have to get some catapults out to help us destroy the teal base, which we'll make a move for momentarily.
Let's get going.
Okay, and Lara has a really strong ability here. Let's go ahead and use it. And what it does is it stops the enemy from being able to attack. This Burning Hands, it's like insanely good. So even just having one hero up here, I think will be enough to help us out. Then I'm going to move her up here to support the Renegade Red Guard. Most of the base is already gone, but any little bit that we can do will be useful. Looks like their enemy hero is in here, but they are now dead, okay? Run workers. If we can get these workers through here, we can set up a base.
Let's get going.
Looks like Red Guard or enemy Red Guard are actually attacking primarily down in this direction. So, yeah, a big key here is it's just luck based on if they end up throwing away all their units or not. Unfortunately, a lot of Solana's, or actually Solana herself was killed. So let's resummon her. Okay, and then we want to get our workers set up. So where's Lara? Again, I'm looking for a good spot to, well, let's go ahead and debuff all these so that they can't attack, and then I'm going to Starfall. This is probably all we need to turn the tide. My workers have made it. Not many of them, but that's okay. And then I want to set up a town hall. Not enough gold. So we need to get a town hall set up here so that we can make workers, more workers, and then set up a bunch of towers. So just like this.
I await your command.
Again, Lara's really turning the tide here. She's going to Starfall forever. And then my Renegade Golden Guard will just continue to do their thing. I see the Undead going to attack teal, so I'm going to flip real quick and go with them. I'm going to bring everything that I've got. We're going to go. Solana should be out soon.
Forces are under attack.
Now, a really annoying thing, as I was saying, is teal reinforcing this whole area, so we're gonna have to deal with that. And all their production is up here, and the only way to get to it is with air units. So I'm gonna do like a separate. I'm gonna have to do like a separate thing to deal with that. Separate thing meaning like I'm gonna have to build frostworms and send them up, and probably do it off camera because it's really time consuming. Again, I've been through all this. I know what's happening here. So.
No problem.
Okay, Lara, continue moving up.
No problem.
This is going pretty well. They're making good progress. If we had some catapults up here, that would be excellent. I'm going to grab an Arkain Sanctum as well, just so that we can get some healers out.
I await your command.
And I'm just going to let my allies do their thing while we continue pushing. Okay, Zed's in here. Now, the key here is you only have to destroy the castle in this base, and then the side quest is basically complete. And this was lucky that the Undead are attacking with us, so I'm going to quick save because I think this went about as well as it could.
Get going.
Starfall is not up, but let's get on up here and support. It looks like actual Red Guard is up here.
No problem.
Okay, yeah, that ability is just so good.
No problem.
Every little bit that we can use to support them, and then we can fall back where necessary. This is getting built, and we're going to want to get our heroes up there to support like as soon as possible. Okay, everybody attack this castle, and then we're going to take all of our units and maybe leave like 1 or 2 catapults to run up and support up on the actual front here.
I'm listening.
No Starfall yet. We're basically just delaying for Starfall. Is this done yet? No, not quite. There we go. Gardon, my forces and I are ready for combat. Also, these knights I brought with me want to fight for you as well. The Empire be damned, the kingdoms be damned. We, the Knights of Combe, are proud to serve our liege, King Gardon, formerly known as Gardon Bloodclaw. My king, we will serve you until death. We now also have Korra. I'm going to pick up the Staff of Silence, and then we're going to grab all of these units. And we're running up here to the front as soon as possible. And we have a base that we can take. So throw this down. All these knights, we're going to move up here. This is what I was talking about. Oh, God, no.
I await your
No, I really wanted to get that heal out.
Going. I await your command.
Yeah, so we're just going to sit up here and consolidate these units. Brian, you can come too. They're pretty much done. We got all these units. We're going to run up here. And unfortunately, Lara got caught out, so we're going to have to rebuild her and then run her up too. So the thing is, we have no direct line into this base because of Teal, the way that Teal builds. So this is still not done. Let's go ahead and grab some banishers. We can also grab an altar up here because we're going to need it. All right, and then we're going to start just making anything we can. We've got this base getting set up. We'll leave this one catapult here to just finish up this whole base. Now, unfortunately, we don't have a Starfall up in this area, but we do have Korra, and Korra is great. I will explain why momentarily. I'm just going to auto-attack into this base. So Korra has absorbed Scarlet Red Fist, which gives her the Avenge ability, which is just like, it's insane. And we've seen Wrath Wolfscar has it. He's just really, really, really good. So what we do is we just like throw it down here. It should destroy these towers, or at least do a lot of damage to the towers. It also does a big stun. So this should help us get up this ramp a little bit better. The Comb Reborn side quest is done. Sorry, so it's a lot of information happening all at once, but the key is we have to get up here and get a Starfall out with Solana. We have Solana out, right? Yeah, Solana, get up here.
No problem.
Help us, Solana, you're our only hope.
Excellent.
The Renegade
Absolutely.
forces will be able to rebuild. We just need to get her doing her thing. Okay, we don't want to push. We don't want to push. We got to get back here. Solana's going to get smoked really fast unless we get over here. So quickly, quickly, quickly. Get over here to support her. She's already down. That's okay. Again, I just have to do whatever it takes to stay alive here. And we should be okay. Renegade Golden Guard able to defend themselves for now. Okay, and let's get these clerics down here, and soon enough we'll be able to like strictly be attacking from up in this direction. So, yeah, Gardon's back here, he's distracted. We gotta get up here and probably resummon Zed. Korra has a level. Get Zed back out. We have to kill Captain Pureheart, this piece of shit. There we go. Okay, and Renegade Golden Guard is able to rebuild, and now we have to take a deep breath and hold on for dear life and try to get set back up and stop our allies from getting killed. So, really satisfying, I think, to keep these two alive, and I think we're in good shape, so I'm going to quick save. And again, the Renegade Red Guard has not suicided all their units away yet, which they are very wont to do. So it's actually quite key that they don't do that. And now we just spam, we got to spam out workers so that we can build a bunch of, guard towers. And we're going to start, we're going to tower spam both of our friendly bases.
I await your command.
Okay, Lara and Brian. Oh, good. The Undead are clearing this out, so we're going to run up here with these heroes so that they don't get trapped. We have some healers, so let's just spam this out. Zed's out. We got that pack of the Bloodclaw, so we need to make sure that we use it. Okay, here goes Renegade Red Guard. This is what I experienced in the past. I've attempted this a couple times just to make sure it would work, and it's actually really tough to do. Part of the problem is, again, that once they suicide their forces in, they do not rebuild very much at all. So the key here, I think, is to get some towers set up and run in with this stuff. Do we have any Frostworms? We have one Frostworm. So the only thing I think to do here is now we have to go and start pecking away at Blue, because Blue rebuilds these assassins, and we need a direct line. We need a direct line in to be able to banishers, please. We need a direct line in to destroy those assassins and give ourselves a way into this base.
Job done.
So once these are all done, I'll feel a lot better. And we're going to do the same thing down here. But it's not going to be easy, and I think it's just pecking away at this teal base. So I'm going to set up the towers. And I think we're on the right track here, and the only way I think to destroy this is with Frostworms, but they spawn those assassins that kill the Frostworms. And the only reason I know this is because I've played through all this already. And it gets really irritating
Yes,
Imagine not having allies, too. I mean, I was able to take their bases, so that was really good, but it's certainly not easy by any stretch of the imagination. Okay, and let's start building more
Let's get going.
stuff. I'm going to leave Lara up here. One AoE ultimate hero is what we're going to certainly need.
Job's done. Ready to work. All right. Upgrade complete. Yes, my lord. Upgrade complete. Righto.
We're setting up Mondo Towers here. Mondo Towers is what we're going to need, and then we've got these units here for now. We're in no upkeep, which I am happy with. This is fully saturated. We have one catapult who I'm going to send to his death. I would love to get more Frostworms. But the key is now I have my foothold, which is, again, really, really satisfying. Red Guard, they seem to be rebuilding. It seems like they actually are rebuilding. In the past, I did not actually see them rebuilding. Those are immune to magic. Okay, so now we're going to bring some workers down here to set up a bunch of towers here. So we haven't seen a huge enemy attack just yet, but one of these areas will get attacked by a huge army, and that's what our existing units have to deal with. So we just have to poke away. There's a lot of these, unfortunately, so we just have to wait till we get more Frostworms to deal with it. There's like 7 or 8 of these buildings.
I await your command.
Okay. Oh, she's already dead. I was looking away.
No problem.
We have to get someone up here.
Excellent.
Oh, Red Guard's gonna help us out. Okay. You're all gonna be cannon towers for now. Renegade Red Guard, the fact that their defensive force is still alive is actually huge. Lara, run up here.
Excellent.
We gotta throw down burning hands on these horrific creations are really, really annoying to deal with. Okay, well, what's going on up here?
That's good.
We seem to be mostly okay, I'd say. You know what, just keep hitting, gotta just hit whatever we can. I will be honest, these traitors don't interest me in the slightest. You, however, I'm going to study you once this little uninteresting battle is over.
I await your command.
Okay, debuff all of them. You may try, Mad Witch. Do you think you can survive looking into the shadows for too long? Let's find out. Okay, so our allies actually, I think, are doing a lot of the work here, and we're just supporting them. Lady Rihanna's the main boss of this level. Again, there's a lot going on here, if you can't tell. I chose sort of a complicated path to take by keeping my allies alive. I didn't have to do that, and I think it just made things more challenging than they needed to be. Okay, get back to it. Repair this stuff.
Yes, my lord. Ready to go then.
Red Guard, if you didn't suicide your things, that would actually be ideal. Have you considered not? They're gonna do it. They're still going to do it. So Lara, actually, she did it. I made this altar. Let's go ahead and get Solana back out, and then get another workshop because we're just making, remaking all of our production up here. Got plenty of space. And here come the Undead, actually. I think my allies will continue to just attacking up here. You know what would be really good is get Cora up here and use her ultimate, her Flood ultimate up there. Now, unfortunately, here goes Red Guard, and this might be when they suicide all their troops. And that's just, it's just the thing that they do. They just throw their stuff away. And again, I've tried this like 6 or 7 times, and it always results in them doing that. But the key is that I got a really nice situation where they ended up.
Let's get going.
Okay, yeah. Actually, if we can kill these Prides of Humanity, that would be great. I had situations where they just stopped building altogether. It seems like they're actually building here, and so are our Golden Guard allies. Where's Cora? She's here. Okay, move on up here and just cast. Yeah, perfect. Well, not perfect, but it'll hit their buildings. As you can see, this is what we're dealing with.
I'm listening.
Flesh Terror goes down, that's okay. Cannon towers, you're all gonna be guard towers. And does she have Avenge up? As long as she has Avenge up, we're in good shape
I
too.
await your command.
And Lara can debuff with Burning Hands, so we should be fine.
I'm listening.
We're like nowhere near in a position to actually attack now.
Our town is under siege.
I await
Burning
your
Hands won't
command.
work on Spellbreakers, as you can imagine.
Allied town is under siege.
Okay, we're gonna avenge right here. And then what's going on down here? You're all just gonna be normal towers. Okay, attack here. And again, we can't really move anything out across the map until we get rid of these really irritating
Let's get going.
these really irritating blue buildings, because they just rebuild those assassins for forever, for literal ever. Did we gotten another frostworm? We have. Come on up here.
Our forces are under attack. Under siege.
We're looking good here. Again, these are the assassins I was talking about.
Is someone injured? Yes, my friend. Is someone
Make sure Fairy Fire's not on. And also, our knights have been replaced with Knights of Calm. I didn't really mention that. One thing I really like about this mission that I haven't really talked about is
I await your
it really
command.
feels like there's a consolidation of power that's happened here. Debuff here, Brian. Oh my god. He got smoked. No, at least debuff, buddy. Use your ultimate. Gardon's probably gonna die. At least resummon Zed. And then Dark Secrets. Golden Guard allies are coming. We have all of our stuff set up here.
is someone injured?
Okay, Captain Pureheart's going down. Actually, Zed kicking the shit out of her. That's great. And then Brian will survive because he's got this. Nice. Okay, we're in good shape. We are actually in really
Let's
good
get
shape.
going.
We have to get more of this stuff repaired, and then I'm going to re-hotkey all of my new production. And again, there's something satisfying about doing it this way, like actually having my allies stay alive. Again, it's not necessary, but it's neat. I hate these things. I really do. What we need to do is be able to dispel them. But we can also make it so they can't attack at all, so that's good.
What's the plan? I'm listening.
Our allies town.
You just got to get a banisher or two up here. Yep, these things will continue to attack us until we finish up these buildings. And again, there's like a million of them. So at this point, I might end the video here or make a cut. Just because the only thing for me to do right now is to slowly wipe out all this teal production, which is going to be really time-consuming unless I get maybe one or two more frost worms out, which I don't have. So there's these two, and then there's 3 or 4 more even further over.
Allied town is under
Nice, pretty nice attack there, buddy.
What is it?
Okay, let's just
More
keep
work?
repairing. I'm going to keep remaking this stuff as well.
Right, off I go then.
Let's get going.
Yeah, just debuff them every chance you got. Okay, good.
What is it?
Don't
I'm
chase.
listening.
Don't chase. So now both of our allies are alive, and they're not toothless.
More work?
They have an opportunity to, like, genuinely help us.
All right.
Quite good. Okay.
Greeting. What ails
Brian's
you?
alive,
Right
and
away.
somehow Gardon is alive too. We're in no upkeep, so we are fully mining from every situation. Undead can survive for like as long as is necessary by themselves.
Righto.
There's a couple pickups somewhere out in these like forests. I'll grab those later. We can do that after like we're way more settled. We're not settled enough right now to do
Let's
that.
get going.
Where's
I await
Solana?
your
Okay, good. We
command.
need like 1 Starfaller in each location. So as of right now, again, I'm just going to basically sit around and destroy these buildings. And I think I have enough production. I think I have everything that I need in all these different locations. Let's get some workers down here.
Job's done.
I think we have enough of what we need in pretty much every location to
Job's done.
satisfactorily stay safe while we build more,
What is
you know,
it?
we build more
Job's
towers.
done. Yes, me lord. Ready
I'm not
for
thrilled with, like,
order then.
more and more towering, but I will continue to do it because it's working.
More work.
Good, good, good. Another frostworm. And keeping these frostworms alive is important so that you can kill these buildings faster. You know what? I guess I won't make a cut. I don't know how long I've been recording. I don't think it's been that long.
Job's done.
And I'll probably tack this on to about the 30 minutes prior, but being able to destroy these buildings and get all this defense set up such that our allies are all safe,
Job's done.
I think we're in extremely good position. Let's go ahead and grab 2 banishers to set up here so that we can dispel the bloodlust on those really weird goo things.
That's curious.
Let's grab Korra
I'll check it out.
And once again,
Under siege. Ready
I'll
to
check it out.
work.
use your
Our
ultimate
forces
up
are under attack.
this hill. How about that?
Sounds good.
Destroy what you can, basically.
Job's done. Upgrade. Job's done.
Yeah, there's some like on the high ground too, just to be annoying. Maybe to stop us from doing this, I'm not sure. But these things, there's a way gate, and they come in and they warp right on top of
Forces are
yellow.
under attack.
And there's really nothing you can do about that.
Let's get going. Absolutely. Excellent.
I think this is probably worth a starfall, honestly. You know what I was also thinking? Do the Undead have a shop that we can buy from? Like getting an Orb of Corruption? Because Brian doesn't have an orb. Oh, Gardon, please. Summon Zed before you die, and then just get some chain heals out. Okay, not the best use of starfall there, but, you know, it's not bad.
Righto.
Okay. And then meanwhile, what's her name's just pecking away at these buildings with Flood.
Sounds interesting.
Our allies' town is under siege.
Okay, we can Blizzard this and probably stay alive with most of what we've got.
Job's done.
Blizzard actually pretty useful here. And where's
Let's get
Lara?
going.
I think it's fitting that Lara's the one that's up here. I really can't stress enough, I have already beaten this map. What I'm doing here is entirely unnecessary, and I'm usually not a fan of, like, giant macro maps. But it says something about Arkain and how much I enjoy Arkain that I'm willing to return to this, because I truly enjoy these maps. And, like, I like this one particularly because it's a very event-driven map, and it feels like you're genuinely making
Off I go then.
progress because you have your allies come in. Like, Combe is here. Lara decides to join you for reasons that I haven't quite figured out yet, but I'll probably do the research after this to understand all the Elven decisions to see how they've made sense up until now.
Yes, we will.
It just feels like everything's come together. All your allies are here.
Upgrade complete.
And it's just all very satisfying. So here's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to end the video here. When we come back, I will have destroyed all this teal stuff. And I feel like I'm not really doing it justice showing the effect of destroying this, because if you don't destroy this, these teal units will just non-stop get warped in, like right here. So any attack on yellow is like fruitless and insanely annoying to perform. So instead, I'm you know, working ahead of that because I know that it happens. So it's kind of bullshit. Like, I shouldn't know this because I'm not playing blind anymore. But in return, I'm hopefully giving a pretty enjoyable experience because of my allies being still alive. Like, even the Renegade Red Guard are still alive. Not that they are really building much anymore, but it's still pretty awesome. It's still pretty awesome. Okay, and then let's also hotkey any other magic towers that we have, just to see. Yeah, it looks like they're able to rebuild this stuff pretty effectively, even with the flood, but that's okay.
You asked for it.
We can actually bombard this with catapults, perhaps, or maybe use our frost worms. Okay, so with that, I think I'm going to stop. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. This is where the Troll Warlord was that I agonized over. Maybe this has to do with our decisions. But there's some crates with tomes, and there's more down here. We'll get all that next time when we don't have to worry so much about not getting absolutely obliterated on this map. How about that? But we're not safe yet, and our lumber income especially is not where we need it to be. So I'm going to grab a few more workers. Okay, I keep saying I'm going to end this here, so I am going to end this here, and I'm going to queue up +3. All right, thanks everyone for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye now.
Upgrade.